In this video you will learn the best way to launch new products on Amazon. I have been launching products on Amazon with my team at Oliphant Digital for the past few years, and we have made many mistakes in this specific process. And what you will learn today is what to do and what to avoid, and the exact formula that we are using to launch products from 0 to 100K a month in revenue in just a few months. So let me show you some examples first, and then I will cover the exact process. And as you can see in this specific example, we launched a product in March 2024, and in the first month we did 9,400 in revenue. The second month we did 59,000, then 58, 57, 77, and 101,000. But what is important to mention here is that our profit is increasing, and as you can see, this product is stable and it's having about 20 to 25% margin. So this is a good example of launching a new product and making it super successful. Another example of a product that we recently launched is in December. In the first month we did 18,000 in revenue, 11,000 in profit. The next month we did 43,000 in revenue, then 48. And this month we are actually more conservative because the product will be out of stock. So we need to minimize our spendings and pretty much be able to have the product in stock for as long as we can. Another product that we launched which went out of stock is, as you can see, in January we did 18,000, in February we did 68,000, and now we're completely out of stock, which is definitely not ideal. But let me share with you what exactly we are doing in order to achieve that type of results. And the first part is actually with the product pricing. Product pricing is extremely important. Many sellers make this mistake. I have made this mistake many times of not having enough margin in order to scale a product. And basically we're launching a new product. This is our cost on the left. It's going to be about $3 before shipping to Amazon. And in the beginning, we will start selling this product for $10, and we will slowly increase that specific price. The best competitor in this market sells for $18. And in this case, we can't just launch the product on $18. So we're gonna launch for 10, 11, 12, and slowly increase our price. If you are getting into a market with existing competitors that are already doing well, they have thousands of reviews, you can't just launch a new product on the same price and expect to compete, which is why in this case we will launch significantly lower price, and in the beginning we don't expect to make money. And usually with our product launches, for the first 30, for the first 60 days, we don't make money. With some products we do, but most of the cases we don't. And what you can see in the first example, the first month we made 2,000 in profit. In the second month we lost $142, and then month to month it was very profitable. And as you can see on the bottom, our average sales price in the beginning was almost $13. Now it's about $15, and to be honest, we are speaking with the client in order to increase it further. But increasing your prices when you have already organic rankings makes a lot of sense. And with the example that I'm sharing with you right now, we have to start significantly lower just because in this market there is way more competition, and we can start on $13 and then scale to 16. But you have to keep in mind that you need to have really good margin, because your product cost of your price ideally should be about 20%. If it's like 30, 40, or 50%, it's very hard to scale on Amazon just because you have PPC, you have maybe a marketing agency or internal team, you have FBA fees, software tools. There are way too many expenses. So you need to make sure that you have healthy margins in order to launch and scale on the platform and actually make money. So pretty much diving into this specific spreadsheet, making sure that you have healthy margins is the absolute first step that you need to take, and you need to spend time on it to make sure that your fundamentals are right. And the next thing that we need to cover is your hero image and overall your listing. And what you can see in this specific example, there is a new brand called Happy Viking, which is selling protein powder, and they have amazing packaging. They have the shake on the left side so people can see themselves drinking it. And when you compare their product to the next one, which is Kachava, they have significantly better price. So this product is going to scale. First, they have amazing hero image, they have amazing title, they have better product price, and they are able to compete with the biggest seller in this niche just because their fundamentals are really good. And when launching new products on Amazon, you have to obsess over your product title, bullet points, images, A+ content, product price. You need to make sure that you have the best offer for customers, because PPC is just a way to drive traffic to the listing. If your listing is not good enough to convince people to buy, then you're pretty much wasting your money. And if we take a look at this product specifically, they have amazing title, amazing hero image, they have good pictures on the left. Obviously, they have some celebrities, and this is hard to achieve. Very few products have it on Amazon. They have amazing bullet points with happiness guarantee. They have good A+ content. And this is something that you should definitely take a look into. In order for us to scale any product on Amazon, the first thing that we do is we take a look at the listing and see all the areas that we can improve before we push paid traffic. Because if your listing is not converting enough, it's hard to get PPC sales, it's harder to get organic sales. So this is the most important part of launching new products on Amazon. And the last step is the PPC launch. So let me share with you exactly what you need to do and what you need to avoid, because we have made some mistakes in the past, and this is something that we are not repeating for the future, and you don't have to repeat yourself when you're launching new products. So let me open some of our other accounts and show you exactly what you need to be doing. So let's take a look at this example. This is a product that we launched last year, and we spent $160,000 on advertising. In terms of total sales, let me see how much we made actually. It's significantly more than that. Okay, so we made $1 million in revenue. This is pretty good outcome. And basically when we launched the product, let me just open the start dates so we can, these are the first campaigns that went live. And you can see we launched a few campaigns with keyword targeting. Some of them are still active. We launched auto campaigns, which didn't do so well. And the first thing that you need to avoid when launching new products is avoid auto campaigns with standard bidding. You need to launch auto campaigns with low bids, which you can see below, which are still active and have very high ROI. But auto campaigns with standard bidding is completely pointless on the launch, because Amazon doesn't have enough data of your product in order to show it in the right places, in order for you to get sales on a healthy ROI. So when launching new products, the best way to go about it is to use sponsored products keyword targeting and sponsored products product targeting. These are the two placements that work best. And if you can't get these two placements to convert well for your brand, then something is off. And this is something that you have to revise and see why people are not buying. But even like category targeting, here we are targeting the category for this product, and as you can see, it's not working really well. So when launching new products, keyword targeting, product targeting, and that's it. And this is exactly what we did with this item. We spent $17,000 on advertising. In total, we made, let me just double check, $121,000. And basically what we have done here is we went in, we used the learnings from the past, and we only used keyword targeting and product targeting with sponsored products, nothing else. And what you can see is that most of the campaigns are still active and they're performing very well. We have very good ROI, very good tacos, but this is because our listing is optimized in a really good way, which is shown by the conversion rate that we have, 16,700 clicks for 2,500 orders. So our conversion rate is extremely high. And we're also driving the most qualified traffic. So if you're selling collagen powder, then you're bidding for keywords related to collagen powder, not for like collagen, for example. You bid for keywords that are strictly related to what you are selling. You don't bid for the broader keywords because in the beginning, your product doesn't have many reviews. Your product is not strong enough in order for you to go in the broader niche. So you need to go in your specific niche and dominate there. If you are selling, for example, tanning product, which is organic, you don't go in the market and bid for tanning oil. You go in the market and bid for natural tanning oil, organic tanning oil, and so on. And with PPC, it's very important to monitor it very closely. and see what is working and turn off the campaigns that are underperforming. But the most important thing that you need to do is the fundamentals. Your product price, product title, hero image, bullet points, additional images. And if you nail the fundamentals and you have really good hero image, really good price, title, bullet points, A+ content, everything on Amazon will become significantly easier. Because if your listing is converting very well, then the game is significantly easier. Obviously, selling on Amazon is not like a walk in the park, but if you get the fundamental right, then you can scale and you can make a lot of money on the platform. And this is everything that I have for this video. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. If you want, you can like, subscribe, and if you need help with scaling your brand on Amazon, you can get to oliphantdigital.com and apply for a free marketing plan. And I will see you in the next video.